Is your morning drink doing more than quenching thirst? Could it be shrinking your prostate? Thousands of men are turning to everyday beverages backed by science to ease discomfort and reduce inflammation. Let's uncover how tomato juice, green, tea and other simple drinks can transform your prostate health from the inside out. You've probably heard of inflammation, and maybe you thought, I don't have any. I'm not swollen, red, or in pain. But what if I told you there's another kind of inflammation, a quieter one that nearly everyone over 60 carries? This kind doesn't make you cry out. It just makes you tired longer, sleep lighter, remember less, and feel like your energy is slowly leaking. And one more thing, not every so-called anti-inflammatory food actually works for your body. I used to be just like you. I heard the same advice. Use food to fight inflammation. Sounds simple, sounds right. So I started buying everything labeled superfood, detox, anti-inflammatory, celery juice every morning, turmeric smoothies, dark, chocolate because someone said it's like ibuprofen. And then one day I paused and asked, if everything I eat is so healthy, why do I still feel exhausted, foggy and stiff? There was a moment I'll never forget. I was holding a bottle of turmeric capsules in one hand and a gut reset smoothie in the other. I looked at them and something in me just paused. What if this isn't the solution anymore? See, for years these things worked. Or maybe they gave me hope, which is a kind of working too. But the more I listened to my body, the more I saw a pattern. The things that helped me at 35 didn't help me at 65. Not because they were wrong, but because my body had changed quietly, gradually, invisibly. What no one told me is that inflammation doesn't just show up as a swollen joint or a red patch of skin. It can be as subtle as waking up already tired, feeling bloated without knowing why, forgetting simple things you used to remember easily. And in those moments, it's easy to think I must be doing something wrong. But here's the truth that changed everything for me. I wasn't wrong. I was just still following advice that was made for someone younger or someone else entirely. Inflammation doesn't need more trend advice. It needs a new kind of listening. And sometimes the biggest shift is not adding something, but finally realizing this body needs something different now. The best value isn't in what sounds trendy. It's in what still speaks the lang. For a long time, I believed the more clean something looked, the better it must be. Green juices, clear broths, colorless teas with names like Detox, Radiance, Elixir. And yet none of them held me. They tasted light, but my body still felt heavy. It wasn't until I spoke with someone, not a guru, just a quiet doctor, who said, "You don't need foods that sound clean. You need foods your gut still recognizes." That stopped me. He explained that the immune system, the part of us meant to calm inflammation, lives mostly in our gut. And what feeds it? Not juice, not extracts, not pills, fiber. That's it. But when we juice, we remove that exact thing. The structure, the message, the memory that tells our gut, you're safe, you can settle. So I started eating the whole food instead of squeezing it into liquid. I started keeping the bitter parts, the chewy parts, the stuff the trend world throws away. And something quiet shifted. Not overnight, but it stayed. Age of your gut. Because healing doesn't come from what looks pure. It comes from what your body still knows how to trust. It's strange how some numbers stick with you. Not the ones on food labels, not calories or grams of sugar. But this one, from a 30-year study on American health professionals, it said your inflammation level is twice as important as your cholesterol when it comes to predicting heart disease. Twice. And yet, no one ever asked me about mine. We grew up thinking cholesterol was the villain. But inflammation, it's like the quiet smoke inside the walls. You don't see it until it's already weakened the structure. What's more, you don't have to wait months to shift it. In one study, people who removed processed oils and added just a handful of anti-inflammatory foods like leafy greens, extra virgin olive oil, and fermented vegetables showed measurable changes in inflammation markers in just 3 to 7 days. And not just on paper. They reported deeper sleep, less afternoon fog, more ease in their joints, more trust in their own body. It wasn't magic. It was biology being given what it actually understands. No powders, no imported extracts, just food. Real food prepared in ways our gut still remembers. Her name was Elaine. Early 60s retired teacher, loyal to her morning routine, warm lemon water, a turmeric capsule, and the same quiet walk she'd done for years. She told me, "I eat clean, I follow the lists. I even swap my coffee for ginger tea, but I still feel inflamed, stiff, bloated, slower than I used to be." She wasn't complaining, she was confused. And I saw myself in that because there's something uniquely frustrating about doing everything right and still feeling wrong. So we talked, and as I listened, I noticed something. She had turmeric, but no fat, no pepper, no activation. Turmeric on its own is a locked door. You need the key. And that key? A pinch of black pepper and a little fat, olive oil, coconut milk, even an egg yolk. It's not a secret, but it's also not printed on most supplement bottles. Elaine changed nothing else, just that one detail. 10 days later, she messaged, "I don't know if it's placebo, but I feel like my joints exhale now." I told her it wasn't placebo, it was permission. Her body was finally able to use what she'd been offering it all along. Sometimes the shift isn't big, it's just honest and specific. So, where do you begin? Not with a new shopping list, not with a strict plan. Just a question. What would happen if I gave my body something it still remembers? That's it. You don't need to do everything. Just choose two foods from this list. 2 quiet signals of care, broccoli but not boiled to death. Chop it, wait 10 minutes, then lightly cook. That pause, it unlocks its real power. Extra virgin olive oil, the kind that tingles your throat. That sharpness, that's the compound that soothes your fire. 85% dark chocolate, real bitter, low sugar, a square or 2. Let it melt slowly. Chia, seeds plus kefir. Together they become a breakfast your gut seizes familiar. Turmeric but never alone. Pair it with black pepper and healthy fat. That's when it speaks. Frozen raspberries or blackberries. Tiny powerhouses with more seeds than sugar. Add them. Notice fermented veggies. Not pasteurized, not polished, just honest. Like sauerkraut with its cloudy brine. Start with 2. Eat them daily. No rules, no trackers, just rhythm. Your body will let you know. Maybe not with fireworks, but with a little less fog, a little more ease. A moment that feels like clarity returning. You don't need to trust me. You just need to listen and your body will answer. You don't need to remember every tip. Not the broccoli trick, not the polyphenol names, not the studies or the stats. Just remember this. Inflammation doesn't always scream. Sometimes it just whispers through your tiredness, through your stiffness, through your silence. And maybe for the first time in a long time, that whisper is ready to be heard. If food once felt like the enemy, a list to manage, a risk to avoid, maybe now it becomes something different. Not a fix, not a trend, just a way back to feeling like yourself, but clearer. And if that's even possible, it begins not with a diet, but with a decision. I'll give my body something real, something it still knows, and I'll let it tell me what's working. So here's the only invitation. Choose 2 of the foods. Eat them with care for 3 days. Listen, not with your head, but your breath. If something shifts, even a little, trust it. That's your body saying, still here, still willing. And if someone you love is still drinking juices, still chasing clean, still feeling worse even after trying harder, send this to them. No pressure, no pitch. Pass it on. Not to teach, just to remind. Let it reach the part of them that's tired of trying. Conclusion. Nature has given us more than just flavor. It has given us powerful tools to reclaim our health. From the antioxidant-rich lycopene in tomato juice to the anti-inflammatory benefits of chamomile and ginger tea, the path to a healthier prostate may begin with a simple sip. Pomegranate juice, green tea, hibiscus tea, and even soaked date water aren't magical cures, but they are proven allies in supporting hormonal balance, reducing inflammation, and restoring comfort. Start with one habit, one cup, one mindful choice. Small daily rituals hold the power to create lasting change.